Hey Squad, welcome back to sort of Is It Worth It? So today's episode we got this cool mitt here. And this what these are some hair straightener device. So both of these are from the same exact brand, which is Dyson. But the way how they design both of these is very different. For this one right here, you can use it wired or wireless, and it uses a heating plate to help you guys straighten up your hair. Where for this one right here, it doesn't use a heating plate. Instead, it uses the air to help you guys dry your hair and also straighten up at the same time. And I believe for this one, when you guys do use it, only allow you guys to use it when your hair is mostly dry. But for this one, when you guys do use it, it's more designed for you guys to use it for dry hair or wet hair. So definitely very unique design for both of these here. So before I actually show you guys the test of both of them, of what it actually looks like when you guys use both of them, let me show you guys what's on here for both of them first, starting with the wireless option first. So for this wireless option here, they do have this available in different colors. So if you guys don't like this color, feel free to get the other one. But the way how they design it, they do have this part right here for you guys to open it, to unlock it. And when you guys push back in, it locks it back in. So that way it gives you guys that safety feature on here, which is very cool. On the side right here, we do have the brand name. Inside right here, you can see we do have the heating plate. If I do open it up, that's what the inside looks like. So supposedly for this heating plate that's on here, they mentioned how it is a flexing heating plate. So that way when you guys use it, it's supposed to work a lot faster and better than your normal hair straightener because the way how they design it, it uses less heat as well, which is pretty cool. So this is what it actually looks like when you guys do close like this. But once you guys do open up, inside right here, we do have the option for you guys to turn it on and turn it off. And they do have the button for you guys to increase and lower the heat option or heat level. So for example, if I do turn it on, right there show you guys the battery percentage or battery level. And it doesn't take that long to recharge it. I think it took me less than like 10 minutes to recharge it from 0 to 100. But right here, I show you guys how, if you guys want to start it, just press on this button right here to activate it. So press the plus and minus for you guys to activate the product. So just like this. So there's 3 different settings on here, and once you guys press it, it will activate the product. So there's 330, 650, and 410. And when you guys are done using it, just press and hold the button here to turn it off. So very easy and very simple to use that. Before I test it out, I want to show you guys what else is included first. So if you guys turn it over to this side right here, they do have this part right here for you guys to open up. And you do want to be careful, try not to touch the heating plate because it will be really hot when you guys do use that. But pretty much right here, they do have the option for you guys to flip it left and right. That way you can use it for home or the airplane option. So this part right here, you can take it out, but you can put it back inside like this and just lock it in to whatever you guys want to use, whether if you guys using home mode or using the plane mode. And the bottom part right here is where you can plug in cable to recharge it. So like I mentioned, for this one, it allows you guys to use it wired or wireless. So feel free to use it anywhere you want. And right here is a cable that's included for you guys to recharge it. It's actually a pretty big cable, you can see. But pretty much for the bottom part right here, it is magnetic. So you can just go like this and it starts charging. The other way for you guys to charge the product is to use a stand that's included. So this is a stand that's included for you guys to use. It comes separate like this. So very compact design for you guys to bring along when you guys are traveling, which is very cool. But once you guys want to use the stand option, just push it in like this. Make sure it goes all the way in. And once you guys do that, you guys can stick this part right here on right there. And that will power on the station here. So that way, if you guys do put it on top, it starts charging. And this is what the stand looks like when you guys do that. So feel free to just leave this on your table whenever you guys already use it and just take it out very easy like that. That way you always have access to the product. And like I mentioned, for the product, you can definitely use it wired or wireless. So make sure to fully charge it first before you guys do use the wireless option. Because I think on one full charge can give you guys roughly around 30 minutes of usage. So before I show you the other one, let's turn this one here to show you guys how fast it heats up. So I do have my temperature checker here. If you guys do check the temperature inside, we heat it up a little bit at first because we pressed on the power button. But right now it's at 98 degrees. So I do turn it on. Let's bring it up to the highest one, which is 410. So you can see how right now when I try to turn it on, it won't let you guys turn it on because they let you guys know that you guys do have airplane mode on. So that's a very nice safety feature. So I do unplug this part right here and twist it back the other way. Once you guys turn it back the other way, then now we're using the home mode, which allows you guys to use it and not on airplane mode anymore. So if I do turn on again, let's turn it on to 410 and let's see what happens when you guys do that. You can see how the number is increasing pretty fast on here. So right now it's at 115 already. And you see how the number is slowly increasing on here. So the heating plate on here definitely heats up really fast. So you do want to be careful and try not to touch it when you guys do that. So right now I'm showing you guys that it's at 200 degrees and number's still going up. So the product will heat up really fast when you guys do that. So don't touch that part right there when you guys do use the product. And I'm assuming once you guys do press on it, then the temperature will get even hotter when you guys do use it. So I do check the temperature again after we do touch it. It's showing 200 something degrees on here. And even show you guys on the screen right here of the battery life and the degree that you guys do have on here. So far so good, but it probably works a lot better when you guys actually start using it on your head or your hair. And because it uses a lot of temperature on here, the battery life on here will die pretty fast. So keep that in mind. When you guys are done using it, press this button right here to turn it off. And that's pretty much how you guys do turn it off. So very easy and very simple to use it. And make sure to turn back on the airplane mode when you guys are done. But for right now, we'll lock it back in and let it cool down first because I don't want to burn my hand. So that's pretty much how you guys use it on this one. Where for the other one right here, like I mentioned, for this one, it does not use a heating plate. Instead, for this one, you guys can just press the button and turn on the air option. Help you guys dry your hair and straighten up your hair, which is pretty cool. So for this one, when you guys do use it, they do have this unlock button here. And that pretty much unlocks the product like the other one. And this one also has this part right here that presses down when you guys use it. If you can see. And this side right here is where the air will come out. So basically for this one, when you guys are done using it, press it down, push it up to lock it back in. So very nice design on here. Bottom part right here, we do have the filter for you guys to take out to clean it if you guys do need to. And on this side right here, we do have the button for you guys to turn it on and turn it off. And what's really cool about this product is the fact that they do have a self-cleaning design or technology on here. So once you guys turn it on, it does activate a self-cleaning option. So for example, once I do turn it on, you can see how right here I show you guys it did the self-clean option. Let's do it one more time. And immediately once you guys finish doing self-clean option, it kicks in the fan on here that's really powerful. And pretty much what comes out is the heat. It doesn't give you guys a cool setting. So that's where you guys have to go right here to change it. So for example, if I do press right here, press on cool right here. Now we do have the cool air that comes out. If you guys press right here, you can change the different setting from dry to wet. So depending on what kind of hair you guys do have, feel free to change it. We'll turn back on the cool option first. If you guys press right here, you guys can change it from low to high. So right now we do have a low. And in order for you guys to use the product in a low or high fan option is when you guys press it, then it activates the product. So that was on low. If I turn on high, high is definitely a lot more powerful when you guys do that event here. And then for heat setting on here, there's 3 different modes or 3 different settings. You can see right there. So there's 250, there's 285, and there's boost. And pretty much once you guys press it, that is when you guys will activate it. So for right now, I want to turn it off and let it kind of cool down first, and then we'll check the temperature of how hot it is before and after you have to use it. All right. So I brought down the temperature back down to a normal temperature on here. So if I do check the temperature on here right now, you can see I'll show you guys 85. But if I do turn it on, let's turn on the 250 option. If you guys check the temperature on here, if I do press it, you guys can see how hot it does get on here when you guys do that. So 187 at the moment, but when you check again now, it's showing 168, but it only gets hotter from that point when you guys do that. So the heating option on here definitely heats up really fast, if you can see. And the other thing that's really cool about this product is the fact that when you guys are not using it for 3 seconds, it will pause it. So for example, if I just leave like this, it stops. There's some kind of sensor on here that it knows when you guys are not touching right here. It will turn back on. And it stops again. So very nice how they do have the safety feature on here where it will stop or pause by itself when you guys are not using it, especially when you guys forgot to turn it off. But once you guys touch it again and kind of push it back down like this, then it turns back on. But when you hear the power on here is actually really powerful when you guys do use it. So that's pretty much what you guys do get for both of these products right here and how to actually use it and what you guys do get. So one right now is to show you guys the test of both of them, to show you guys what it actually looks like for both of them when you guys do use them. That was a good idea of what you guys do get. And then we'll come back and talk more about the product in a second. Alright, so right here I do have a friend who's going to help me show you guys how to use the product. So once you guys turn on the product on here, you guys can press the temperature to turn it on. And make sure the back part to turn on the home option, because if you guys do keep it on the airplane option, it will not work. But once you guys do turn it on, like I showed you guys earlier, it will heat up pretty fast. So once it starts heating up, then you guys can start using it. Or if you guys want to hurry up and kind of use it, I believe you guys can just press the actual product and start heating up as well. So see how the hair originally is kind of like curvy and like not straight. But over time, when you guys start using it, it will work pretty well. Just have to keep doing it a few times. It might also be because of the actual product is probably not hot enough just yet, because it will get pretty hot when you guys do use it, since it does have a heating plate on here, but it's not as hot compared to a lot of other hair straighteners according to what they mentioned on the product. Alright, so after using the product just for a couple of minutes on here, you can see the difference for what it actually looks like on this side. So this side is the one that we just used, versus this right here is the one before. So if you guys continue using it, it'll probably be even more straighter, but definitely see the difference, how it's more wavier and curvier on this side, and this one's a lot more straighter. So that's pretty much how I use the product on here. That's very simple and very easy to use. So another way for you guys to use the product is not only can you use it as a straightener, but you can also use it to curl your hair like this. If you guys apply enough pressure on here to curl it and turn it, you guys see the result on here where it starts curling your hair. You can see. So it's definitely a different design on here compared to your normal curlers, but it does work if you guys do want to take your time and slowly do it. Alright, so I do have a friend right here that's going to use the actual product. We're using on the cold temperature on high fan speed level on here first to show you guys when it actually works. So let's give it a try. And we're using dry setting. So you kind of see how it works, but I think when you guys turn on the heat option, it might work a lot better. So I try to use the heat option and see what happens. So I'm going to change it to the heat setting on here. And we're going to use it on the lowest setting on here, which is 250. You can start to feel the temperature on here already, but once you guys press it and start using it, it'll feel even hotter. So it's pretty cool how it doesn't use a heating plate to actually help you guys use the product. And you just let just the air, like either hot air or cool air, to actually help you guys straighten your hair. So you see how a lot of the curl is starting to disappear already, but it's still kind of there. So you just have to slowly do it a few more times. I think if you guys really do have a hard time getting straight, or if you guys want a faster option, you can definitely use the boost option. But it does look pretty good already so far. So almost there. Alright, so we just changed it to 285 for now to give it a try. So 285 is what normally the temperature when you guys use it for the hair straightening option. Alright, so you see how it's a lot straighter now when you guys do look at it, and when you guys do feel it, it feels really soft. But like I mentioned, for the product, you guys can actually use it wet or dry. So one right now is trying to wet right here to show you guys how fast it dries your hair at the same time when you guys do straighten up your hair. So I'm gonna wet it first and then show you guys what happens next. Alright, so right now we do have the hair a little bit wet, but obviously if it's even more wetter, it is fine because it will help you guys dry pretty fast. But if you guys do get a little bit more dry, it'll probably be a little bit more faster to dry it. But let's turn it on and give it a try and show you guys how it does work when you guys do use product. So you guys want to turn on to the wet setting. And you guys can feel free to use the hot air setting or cool air setting, but I think it's better to use the hot air setting. So let's give it a try. You can see how fast it helps you guys straighten up your hair and also how fast it dries as well. And like I mentioned for the product, if you guys want to use it as a hair dryer option, just press it down and just blow dry your hair like this. You do have the option available on here and you see how powerful the product is. But definitely works a lot more powerful when you guys do use straighten option. Welcome back guys. So I'm seeing for both of the product when you guys do use it, both of them definitely does work for what you guys do get. Both of them does work as a straightener option, but you guys can see how the Airstrait option definitely worked a lot better for what you guys do get in a safer way as well, since it doesn't use a heating plate to actually heat it up. It literally only uses the air to help you guys dry your hair and also straighten up your hair, which is really cool. And the other thing that's really cool about this Airstrait option is the fact that it does have a cooling option. So if it ever gets too hot, you can just change it to cooling option to cool down your hair. And because the product has a cooling option on here, it does help you guys cool it a lot faster than the heating plate. Like when I do touch the heating plate now, it's still very hot. Compared to this one right here, it's already all cooled down already. And just to show you guys what I mean, if I do check it right here, even after I do turn it off earlier right here, it's still showing you guys 129, 130 degrees. And even when you guys do feel your hand, it's so hot. Where for this one right here, when I do put my hand on here, it's still safe and there's nothing wrong with it. So it's definitely a lot safer to use this one right here. But you see how when you guys use both of these products right here in the video, both of them works really well. But that's pretty much everything that's on the product. Now that I show you guys what the product looks like for both of them and how it does work, now to answer the question of whether or not it's actually worth it or not and which one the better option go for. So for both of these products, they are pretty worth it for what you guys do get, and both of them definitely does work. And it works a lot better than a lot of other hair straightener out there in the market today. But if you guys would ask me which one's the better option to go for, even though I don't have long hair and I'm not a woman, when you guys do test out both of these right here, it's obvious that the Airstrait is a lot more worth it for what you guys do get because it works really well. It's very safe. It doesn't use a heat plate for you guys to heat up your hair and straighten it up. And also, like I mentioned, it does give you guys the option to use as a hair dryer if you guys do want to, even though it's not as strong as the normal Dyson hair dryer. And also the fact that how it does have the cooling option that allow you guys to cool the product much faster than your normal heating plate option. So it's very obvious that the Airstrait option is a lot more worth it for what you guys do get if you guys want my honest opinion. But then obviously for those of you guys who don't want or don't need one or have you one of these, obviously don't buy one and save your money something else actually do need. So that's basically everything for this video itself. If you guys like this video, make sure to smash that like button in the bottom. That will definitely help this video out. And it will definitely help with the algorithm as well to promote more videos for you guys so you guys can see more of the videos or similar videos as well. But as always, make sure to stay positive, be you, and I'll see you guys in the next episode of Is It Worth It? Peace.